Hi folks, Chuck McKay here, Friday, June 1st. I'm here with Magic Matt Shea, the man who makes Han Solo look like a weakling. I'm here also with our group of people who are responsible for Artstanding. So we're going to talk a little bit about this great program that happens every year in Vernon. I'm here with people who have started the program and also have benefited from the program. So we're going to talk a little bit about the program itself and also how it got started. Joe Piccirillo to my right, Tara Brennan to my left, and Eric Villanueva were here at the beginning of this program and actually are the creators. So tell us a little bit about that process, Joe.
Sure. Well, thank you, Chuck. One thing about Artstanding is when I first came on to the Vernon School District as the supervisor of fine performing and practical arts 4 years ago, I very early in that time here met these two wonderful people, Tara Brennan and Eric Villanueva, and they had this idea of how great would it be to have a district-wide PK through 12 just presentation of all the things we do as a district. Something that could really showcase our alignment of curriculum, our progression of skills and talents, and something that would just be super positive for our district, something that would bring everyone together. We've benefited from being among the best districts anywhere in the country where it comes to the performing arts and the visual arts. So
I knew that was coming.
We're NAM Foundation winner again this year. But it's just, so it's an excuse to give the people what they want, which is to celebrate the arts in our community. And with our emerging programs, it's been a no-brainer. So I've been very thankful to be able to support that. And at that time that we began it, we had a really great principal here at Lounsbury. I don't remember who it was.
I didn't know that was coming.
But, so we're very thankful. We're very thankful to be with the VEF on this event, and it's going to be Friday. So I encourage you to come check it out. But to learn more about Artstanding and how it runs, I'm going to pass it over to Eric.
Great.
All right. So what you're going to see at Artstanding, the celebration of the arts for our district, is an art show. Student-made artwork from kindergarten right through the high school. You get to see the culmination of everything they've learned and they've done in their time here. You will see musical performances of all sorts. Little kids performing, big kids performing, music and singing. You will see theatrical performances. You are going to see the culinary department put on the display, robotics. Anything that you can think of, artistically speaking, is going to be on display, and it's going to be awesome.
The attendance has been spectacular the last couple of years. When we first put this together, Tara and I and Joe and Eric were a little worried that we might not get a lot of people. But the first year we had about 800 people, and it's built from there, well over 1,000 in the last couple of years. So this is a really great gathering. But it also has another benefit, and it helps us with the VEF program. So I'm going to turn it to Tara. Tell us a little bit about how that helps our program.
Okay, so the VEF is the Vernon Education Foundation, and we're a foundation that raises money to offer teacher grants. So every year teachers have the opportunity to apply for a grant that can directly affect their classroom or a program that they run. And the great thing about this is it goes directly back to the students and to the classroom. The teachers get to pick and choose what they really see as a need in the district and bring it back to the schools and into the classrooms to enhance what's going on and bring extra things to the children. One of the greatest things we've done is we've given, we were one of the starters of the robotics. We've helped theater throughout the year. We've helped the music programs. We've helped academic programs. One of the great benefit has been the play at Glen Meadow, which is a great production, and without their grant, that program might not be possible. So it's a great foundation to support. And it's for our teachers and directly to our students.
So how does it work? The teachers apply for these grants,
yes.
They give you great ideas, and then you take a look,
and they're anonymously scored and based on a scale that's given to our readers, and then they come back to the board, and the top scored grants then are awarded every year.
Okay, so one of the great grants that has happened is the theater program over in Glen Meadow. So we have brought two very famous directors, Amy Sandler, I mean that, very famous, and Kathy Singerline, and they have directed plays at Glen Meadow, which is happened for the first time 3 years ago?
3 years.
Yep. All right, so they're going to tell us a little bit about how the VEF grant helped and what they've done with that.
So when I came and jumped on board, and I have a sort of go big or go home mentality, but was not aware of what my resources were. Thankfully, Mrs. Singerline stopped me in the hall one day, introduced herself and said, whatever it is that you're doing, I want to join you and help out, and graciously volunteered her time. She had no idea what I was about to ask her to do. But we didn't have much money, and luckily I was informed that we had already, the program that had already been started had applied for the VEF grant. So I had money coming in, and that was to purchase our show kit. So that's where we started, and we worked tirelessly, endlessly, nightly, until they kicked us out of the building, making sets and scenery and trying to build up a program that kids would want to join and be a part of. Really, because of the VEF, we have grown to the magnitude that we have. Now we are able to purchase sets and make it a much bigger production and put money elsewhere. We now have, what?
We had about 100 students this year. A kit really just supplies us with the scripts and the music that goes along with it to play. Performance rights. Right, the performance and copyrights. And with the grant that we have received in the past couple of years, we now have the ability to not spend hours and hours trying to paint a backdrop. We were able to rent a backdrop for the production this year, and we have had double the amount of students that are able to be involved, and it's just been an amazing experience for all of them.
And the great thing about the grant, when we started out, we were just asking for the kit money, and again, with that go big or go home attitude, we decided we wanted to go really big.
Right.
And so we did ask for more money, and we did receive more, and that gave us the opportunity to be able to give the students the opportunity to explore and learn about theater before they get to the high school. And we've sort of partnered with Mrs. McElhenney, and we've created this feeder program where they get to get the foundations of it and get the feel for it and decide that they want to continue and move into the high school.
And of course, the productions at Glen Meadow have been fabulous. And it leads to our award-winning program at the high school. So once again, the idea simply is that Artstanding is a chance to showcase all of these talents. The idea also is to support the arts by being here. So although you say go big and go home, I thought maybe we could go big next Friday night at Artstanding, but we need you to leave home and come to see us here at Lounsbury for a big-time, community-wide arts engagement where we all celebrate the great things our kids do. This week was what a week for our students. So let's shine a light on our great students. They really have done some fantastic work. We've got champions at Glen Meadow, honor students up at the high school. We've got field day at Lounsbury, Artstanding for everybody, and Model UN at the high school. Again, as we just talked about, Artstanding on Friday, June 8th. This is what it looks like when the weather's good. We'd love to be outside, listening to music, seeing great artwork. You get a chance to look at the children's progression from, say, kindergarten all the way to 12th grade with their artwork, with their musical abilities, with robotics, with food. This is the place to be next Friday. Wesley Sanders, Maggie Pavilion, Bojo Ukla, Jacob Mann, Lindsay Burke, Jessa Brew, Victoria Nunziata, Lucas Brennan, Christina Hall, and James Burke did a brilliant job on Wednesday evening with the Glen Meadow Sussex County Academic Bowl, and they are the champions. What a night. People were rooting for them, shouting for them as they answered tough questions about math, about history, about language arts. Team A was Wesley Sanders, Maggie Pavilion, Bojo Ukula, Jacob Mann, and Lindsay Burke. And that was the team that brought the championship home. And then Team B, there's our Team B with Jessa Brew, Victoria Nunziata, Lucas Brennan, Christina Hall, and James Burke. And kudos to the coaches. Ms. Guthrie and Mr. Manis did a great job preparing their students. We couldn't be prouder of all of them. What a great night. Congratulations to Glen Meadow. Also, on Wednesday evening, Ms. LaPera was awarded a Master Board Member. She is the only one in all of Sussex County, of all board members in Sussex County, to get this award this past Wednesday evening. It is a result of the classes she's taken, the programs she's volunteered for, and her dedication to the Vernon schools. So congratulations, Ms. LaPera. We're very proud of you and very proud to serve on the board with you. Field Day at the Hollow last Friday. You can see the amount of students that were involved in Field Day. They had a beautiful day. And of course, the teacher tug of war at the end is always the culminating activity where everybody screams their heart out for their favorite teacher on one side or the other. I had to publish this letter, and Mr. Scannick's never going to forgive me. But the truth of the matter is, as you read this letter, you will realize how his heart and his soul was part of this unified track meet. I would like to thank all who were involved in this wonderful meet up at the high school. And as Jim says, in his 23 years of coaching and many years as an athlete, yesterday may have well been one of his most memorable experiences in athletics. A tribute to everyone involved. Kudos to our students, our coaches, and the folks who help all of our students. Model UN at the high school. They all got together, debated, voted, took on important issues. Russia was there, Myanmar, the questions that are going on there. The refugee crisis was struggled with our students. There was great debate, a little infighting. It was quite exciting to watch. So kudos to the Model UN students and all their hard work this past week. Last week, we reported on the World Language Honor Society, and I didn't have a picture of the Italian Honor Society, so I want to make sure that we got that in there. These are the young people that were inducted into the Italian National Honor Society, and that's them getting their cords right there. So kudos to you guys as well. Vernon Township Social Studies Honor Society induction was this week, May 30th, in which the history teachers and social studies teachers at the high school presented their cords to their students and also inducted juniors and sophomores who were brought into the society. Congratulations to everyone on this great award and a great afternoon at the high school. And finally, what is going on right now is Frosh-a-palooza. The freshman class, the three different, you see the different colors. You have the blue, the gold, and the white. And people who are helping out have their shirts from their years. And the freshmen are having a ball up at the high school. The weather has held. Kudos to the freshman academy teachers who put their heart and soul into this program on a Friday in June. All right, so once again, all the great things that are happening. We're really proud of the Glen Meadow kids with the Academic Bowl. Outstanding job, young men and women. We're very proud of the Freshman Palooza and all that was going on there. They're having a great time today. But remember, the most important thing that we want to send the message today is next Friday, Artstanding here at Lounsbury from 5 to 8. Come join us. Be part of a community event in Vernon and show the greatness of Vernon by not only seeing what parents are doing, what teachers are doing, but what our great children are doing.